Hi everyone. I apologize that I was really late on trying to do this review video. I've been having difficulties trying to figure out how to do this, but it doesn't matter anymore. So, the episode I was trying to review was Season 8, Episode 6, Surf and Slash or Die, or Turf. Yep, Turf. This video, I definitely am excited that this is my first one I'm reviewing because I can make a personal comparison to this. Um, but anyways, I'm just going to start listing them off from beginning to end, you know. Alright, so at the beginning it was a good start with Twilight and the little Cunimar Crusaders, because there aren't a lot of videos where those two mix together. And later on, when we find out that it's taking place at the Hippogriffs, I was actually surprised because this is the first video that were about them since the movie. Well, not video, episode, but you know what I mean. And when I got there, I quickly learned that it was driving into two different cultures. One on land, one on sea, and that was pretty amazing. So, yeah. Then, as we go into it, I saw that there was this giant village, and I was like, that's not a village, that's an entire city. I mean, that makes Ponyville look like crap. No offense. And I also thought it was funny how loudly they screech. And that there's like a tradition for them just screeching as loudly as it can. Then once everyone noticed that Princess Twilight sparkled, it was there. It was like, ah. And sorry, I'm trying to be quiet. I have a roommate. Yeah. It was funny how quickly she was just driven away to experience culture and left them and left the three kids alone with Terramar, so that way they can like get their own little private tour. And Sweetie Belle, that was actually pretty darn funny. How she just runs off into the wild, kinda like goes past where those gates led and into that one little clearing. It was pretty nice, to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't mind staying there, having a nap. And that's where we actually learned that it was Terramar who was like the one who has been in trouble this entire time. And once I realized that trouble, I said, oh crap, he's kind of like me. Alright, and I've been saying that how I can relate to this, and time for me to go to a little brief explanation. Well, brief-ish, kinda. Alright, so I'm a kid who's had divorced parents. The difference is that, like, don't get me wrong, my family still, they still care about each other, my mom and dad, but I can definitely say that it's a little awkward sometimes. I mean, I don't know the last time they've actually seen each other. Probably graduation about a year ago. when I got through high school. Um, they didn't really see each other very much even then, so that's why I kind of count it. And I'll continue on from there towards the end of the review. Anyways, after exploring the city, exploring the landscape, how everyone seems to be relaxed, have fun, look around, and all that, they decided to go down and see what the underwater city looks like. And as they did, Scootaloo quickly feel like she belongs there. It's perfect for her. And Scootaloo is practically Ariel's daughter from The Little Mermaid. Can't remember her name, but it was funny. And I noticed that comparison. And I can't imagine that's how it had felt like for her. And as we go on, I see Taramar's mom, and she's like, oh my god, baby photos. That is every mom ever, really, if they just bring out the picture book of your own baby photos. My mom's never done that, but when and if I get a girlfriend and show her to my mom, yeah, I'm going to be scared and embarrassed. Oh well. And obviously, there's like a clear sign of differences between the underwater city and the mountain. I can't remember what it's called. I'm terrible with names. Like Mount Everest or Ever. Did I actually just say Everest? I actually think I can make that comparison here, but I don't know. But we definitely see a clear line between Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo. And then when Apple Bloom was supposed to pick who gets what, or pick who is right and which one's better, Apple Bloom's like, why am I being the middleman here? It was actually pretty darn funny. They even got into this little argument, how Apple Bloom was like sending messages when they clearly can hear each other from less than a foot away. And I also made a little joke earlier, like how Apple Bloom was your personal mobile filly. Because the Apple products, Apple Bloom, all that, you can just pour the bad comments on me for that joke. And then once Twilight and everyone else comes over to see what's going on, they had an idea that they can make a big beach party showing that they can get along together. Which I actually was pretty damn surprised on how quickly everyone got along with one another. I mean, in hindsight, they are all hippogriffs, they're the same species, and they've all been living with one another, but I would have thought there was like a real clear line in between them. Like how they wanted to live and all that dispute. But no. That's like their own little perfect utopia in a way. Once Tamar comes back, seeing that he was being dumb by forcing himself to pick a side when in fact he didn't have to, and a lot of people can say that the choice was obvious and pretty stupid of him thinking that. I actually get where he comes from. You see, my mom and dad have been divorced since I was a year old, which means that ever since then, I've been leaving to one parent to the other for my whole life, pretty much, up to about a year ago when I moved out. When you realize that you got so much people that are around you, care about you, and love you, it's hard because you want to be around all of them all the time. And yeah, I really get where he's coming from this. So, yeah. Like, I also kind of feel bad for my younger brother and sister. My dad somewhat recently got a second divorce, and my younger brother and sister are mostly staying with my stepmom, while my dad's still lives in Colorado and is kind of just working on his job. He's going to see him for the whole summer, but I don't know the next time he's going to see him because normally it's like a weekend or two when they get to see their dad. And that can be hard on a young kid because my younger brother and sister, they're not used to this as I am. And they're probably still not aware of it, but it's hard for them to make decisions like this. So that's why I think mostly my stepmom and dad are kind of making the decisions for them. And sorry, I'm trying to make this a review video, but I just wanted to let that out there. Like, yeah. Anyways, I think that's mostly it for the review. I did notice that when Twilight was talking to a hippogriff and all that, she used the term every pony instead of every body, like you're supposed to with different species meeting together. And I thought that was a little funny. I also got a little background in case you didn't see. That's going to be explained in the future why I kind of chose this background. But I will say that's mostly for my OC. And I also got a little decorative wall that's like a funny poster or calendar of funny dogs. I'm so looking forward to 2 months where I get to show that picture. Let's see, that's one for my favorite quote by J.R.R. Tolkien. And the rest of these are like the posters I got at Evergreen Northwest. In the middle is a little hook key. Now, mind you, I did not say hickey. It's a hook key. It's like a little ring toss game. That sucked. That sucked more. That wasn't even close. No. 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 Another 6 tries. Yes, I got a 10. No, that missed. No. Oh, dang it, that was close. No. I got 11. I got 11 points after throwing 12 rings. Way to go, me. Anyways, I gotta clean that up. Please subscribe and look forward to the next video. Thank you. Bye.